Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to treat the principles of design, that will help us in our graphic design journey. So these principles are very essential as a graphic designer, and you have to know them and abide by them. So any design that you see are just guided by this principle. So but before we continue in this tutorial, please, I want you to share this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share this video, like and comment. Please, if this is your first time watching my video, do well to go to under my channel. You will see a lot of videos about graphic design. We drop video every day on graphic design, so just subscribe to this YouTube channel and you will get enough value as a graphic designer. So now let us do what we have today, which is principles of design. Now these principles of design are just the principle that have to guide us. So that's just this principle, the things that we have to know that will guide us in our designs. So the number one principle that we are going to treat is the contrast. Now what is contrast? Contrast is just the arrangement of opposite elements to create a visual interest and emphasis. Just to create an opposite what elements, arrangement of opposite what elements to create a visual interest and what emphasis. It can be achieved through variation in color. So we can achieve this contrast in our design by the use of what? Variation in color, varying the color, the size, the shapes and texture or style to make a certain element stand out. So now, what is this contrast telling us? This contrast is just telling us that we have to arrange our elements in a way that it will create a visual what interest and what emphasis. So this contrast also helps to guide the viewer's attention, create a hierarchy and add dynamism to the design. So that's about contrast. So now the next one that we are going to treat is hierarchy. That's the number two principles of design. So what is hierarchy in graphics? Hierarchy in graphic design just involve organizing and prioritizing content to guide the viewer's attention. So to prioritize and organizing your content, that's your elements, maybe your text, your shape or your image, in order to guide the viewer's attention. Now it is about creating a visual order that help convey the most important information first. Hierarchy is achieved through variation in size. So this is another way, this is the way in which we can achieve this hierarchy, by varying the size, color, contrast and placement of elements to establish a clear flow of information. You have to establish a clear flow of information. So before you call yourself a graphic designer, you must know how to establish a clear flow of information in your design. So the number three part, or the number three principle that we are going to treat is alignment. So what is this alignment? Alignment just involve positioning elements such as text, images and shape in a way that creates a cohesive and organized layout. So just a way of positioning things, a way in which we organize and position our elements in order to create a cohesive and organized layout. So in your design, you have to make sure that all your elements are aligned very, very well, and they should create a cohesive and organized layout. So this alignment also help to establish a sense of order and connection between different elements, making your design visually balanced and easy to navigate. Now there are types of alignment. We have alignment to the center, whereby we align all our elements to the center, and we have another one which is alignment to the left. So in this type of alignment, you align all your text or all your content to the left side. Then another one is alignment to the right. So these are just the three basic types of alignment. Now we have the fourth one, which is the fourth principles of design that we are going to treat, is simplicity. What is this simplicity in graphics? So simplicity in graphic design just involve conveying a clear and concise image using minimal element, and it is about removing unnecessary cluster and focusing on essential elements to create a visually impactful and easily understandable design, just the way we did on these elements, so that the viewer can get your design very well, they can understand your design, so to impact and easily understandable design. So that is simplicity. Now the fifth one of these principles of design that we are going to treat is white space. Now, what is white space? White space in graphics just refers to the empty or negative space around and between elements of design. Those negative or those space that is around the elements of our design. So maybe it may be a text, the surrounding, those space around your text or shape, they are called white space. And this white space is crucial aspect of design. It is very important, you have to know it. It is a crucial aspect of design that help create balance. So this white space help in creating of balance, and it also help in improving readability and draw attention to keywords elements. Now the sixth one of this principle of design that we are going to treat is repetition. Now what is repetition? Repetition just involve the using of consistent pattern, colors, shape or other design elements throughout a composition to create a visual unit and reinforce the overall message. So this repetition is very necessary, especially when you are designing a complex, maybe a complex flyer for instance. So you have to repeat some certain things in your design, especially for example color. You have to repeat color very well. So you can just choose 2 or 3 color in each of your design is good. Then another one is font. When you come to text, so you don't have to use different fonts in your design, so you have to use maybe at least 2 or 3 fonts is good. So but using different fonts will make your design to look clustered. And this repetition helps to establish a sense of rhyme, organization and cohesiveness, making design more visually appealing and easy to understand. So this repetition help us to make our design to be understandable. Then the next one, which is the 7th principles of design that we are going to treat, is proportion. Now what is proportion? Proportion is just about setting a portion for each element. So anytime you want to work, first thing you have to do is just divide your working area. Yes, you have to divide your working area so that you allocate each element to those areas that you mapped out. So you have to know how you can make your layouts, your design area to look very good by creating a layout. You can do it with rough sketch or just a normal way. Just know how you can place your things so that it will look very well. Okay, that is proportion. Now there are ways in which or steps to take in order for us to achieve this proportion. The first step that we have to know to achieve this proportion is identify the element. So you have to identify the elements, the different elements that you are going to use in your design. Maybe the text, the shape, the images and other things. You have to identify all of them before. So so if you identify your elements, it will determine the different elements. So just determine the different elements that need to be included in your design. Then the next one is which is the number 2 step that you have to take to get a good proportion, is prioritize the elements according to their importance and hierarchy, how they are important to the design. You have to prioritize those elements according to their hierarchy. Then the third one is consider the layout. You have to think about the overall layout of your design. Then you have to decide on the placement and size of each element. So this is very necessary. This proportion is really necessary, so that your design, one element of design cannot just occupy your space. So maybe your test, you have to maybe reduce the size or increase the size. So just know how you can position things in order to make a cohesive, appealing look. So the last principle that we are going to treat in this tutorial is movement. So now, what is movement? So movement is the visual flow or the sense of motion created within a design. It is the way the elements within composition guide the viewer's eye and create a sense of direction or progression. So these movements can be achieved by the use of line, shape, color, and typography. So these and more are the principles of design, and as a graphic designer, you have to abide by this principle. Do well to abide by them in any of your design. Don't overlook them, understand them very well. If you didn't get this, watch this video more and more in order for you to understand this. So thank you for staying to the end of this tutorial. So by the next video, we are going to treat practical, that is how to remove the background of an image. So stay tuned to this YouTube channel. Please, if this is your first time seeing my video, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We drop videos on graphic design every day, so stay tuned and you will get more value through this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.